Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby, I'm with Fitness is Medicine, and today we're gonna do a workout with just a set of dumbbells. So make sure you get warmed up and ready to move before you come into this workout. 5 to 10 minutes, get your heart rate up. This way it helps avoid injury, it gets your heart rate up a little bit to dilate those blood vessels and get your muscles warmed up to ready to move. Okay, so we're gonna use one set of dumbbells, and if you've got more than one set and you wanna have them ready to go, that's fine. I'm just gonna use one set and a balloon. So if you don't have a balloon, you can use a ball or something, but we're gonna start with an exercise called a Renegade Row. And what it is basically a plank with a row. So this may seem a little daunting at first, so I'm gonna kind of break it down. So to begin with, we can definitely start with maybe just on your hands and knees. So we'll start on your hands and knees. If you know that you can do a Renegade Row, you can start doing it right now. I'm gonna use this time to explain. So using your dumbbells, you're gonna put them on the floor and use them for support. You can have them in any position that is comfortable. So if you want them, I usually have mine just at a little bit of a diagonal. So hands right beneath your shoulders, and we'll row up. So in this instance, it feels good to have them kind of straight like this, kind of row up. So you're gonna think about rowing towards the ceiling, driving that elbow towards the ceiling, squeezing that shoulder blade, and alternating. So the other goal is to keep your back nice and flat. So if you're able to do this and this feels okay, you can bring your knees back a little bit and to a little bit of a plank like this. So we can do the Renegade Row from a plank like this. Now, like I said, you want to keep those hands directly beneath your shoulders. If you're ready to and you want to try it, you can try it from a plank. So just like that, squeezing, driving your elbow towards the ceiling. Importantly, you want to try to keep your hips stable so you're not rocking back and forth each time. And if you want to try a couple of those and then drop down to your knees, it's totally fine. But there's lots of different levels you can try, and really focusing on driving that elbow towards the ceiling. Okay, good. Those are Renegade Rows. Next, we're going to do grab one of those dumbbells. I'm actually going to grab a different one here. We're going to do a squat. Oops, need that up a little higher. With a diagonal reach. So we're just going to have a dumbbell in one hand, feet nice and wide. We're going to squat down and reach across to the opposite toe and then reach up to the diagonal here. So you're doing a squat, just your arm is just reaching across. You're getting a little bit of torso rotation, not a lot. You're really just kind of moving that arm in a diagonal pattern here. 5, so we're gonna do 10 on each. This is gonna end up being 20 squats. 7, now when you do that squat, make sure you're sitting your hips back. If you are having trouble doing squats, you can do this seated, or you can do it seated on a ball. That would be a good way to do this. 9, 10. I don't want you, if you have trouble doing squats, I don't want you just tipping at the hips and doing that. You can do it that way, but it's difficult without somebody watching to make sure that you're not going to hurt your back. So this is another way you could do it. You could reach down like this and across. So you can do it seated on a ball if squats are not happening for you right now. 5, 6, keep doing your squats if that is working for you. 8, 9, and then the other thing is if leaning over like that, you could also do this. Just reach to your knee and then up and across. Okay, great. Now we're going to lower back down to the floor, onto your hands and knees. And we're going to do donkey kicks. So this is a hip stabilizer. We're going to put your knee up like this so that you've got a 90-degree bend in your knee and your knee is straight down here from your hip. So all you're going to do is like you're going to press the ceiling away with your foot. So if you had to kick up and press the ceiling away with your foot. Now, importantly, you want to keep your back nice and flat. So if you can envision putting a teacup on your back with the saucer and keeping it flat, not letting it spill. So when you do this, not going up like this, you know, not tilting down on one side, keeping it nice and flat. All right, now we're going to switch sides. So just a 90-degree bend in that knee. Press straight up like you're going to kick the ceiling up with your flat foot. Your arms, your hands should be directly beneath your shoulders, your knee directly beneath your hips, keeping your head in line with the rest of your spine. All right, good. Now, if you need to, you can kind of sit back in child's pose, get a good stretch through those hips. Okay, the next one is we're going to flip over onto your back and grab one of those dumbbells, and we're going to do a Russian twist. Actually, I'm going to grab one of my pair here. So, sitting like this, so your knees are bent, your heels are on the ground, and you're just going to tilt back at your hips here just a little bit, and we're going to go side to side like this, doing a Russian twist. Now, if you need a little support in your low back, you can roll up a towel and kind of stick it right under there in your sacrum, or a little, maybe a small little medicine ball would work really well, or a pillow or anything. 9, 10, and 10. Okay, good. Now we're going to grab those dumbbells again and stand up. I'm going to adjust my camera here, I think. And we're going to do bicep curls and shoulder press. Oops, I need to put it up higher. Into, we're going to alternate them. So this takes a little bit of coordination. If you can, in addition to this, do it in a tandem stance. So we're going to get a little balance here in addition to the exercise. So what we're going to do is start with one up, and you're going to put that one all the way up and then alternate. So one goes up, one goes down. If you can, turn those dumbbells so that your palm is facing forward each time. Now, this may take a little coordination, I understand, kind of like patting your head and rubbing your tummy. If this is just too much and you can't coordinate it and it's just feeling really awkward and not right, then just do bicep curls into shoulder press at the same time, and that's okay. It's just a fun way to challenge your brain, which is really important actually when we're exercising. It can bring a new level to what you're doing, especially when you add the balance. Okay, try 10 on each side, and then the next time you do it, try putting your other foot forward so that you even out there. Okay, now grab your balloon, and we're going to try a single leg stance, tapping the balloon around. So we're going to try for 30 seconds, one foot. Now, if you can't stand on one foot, don't worry, I'm going to run into my bench here. Make sure you have a clear space before you start doing something like this, so that if you do lose your balance, you're not going to step on anything. Make sure your dumbbells are all out of the way. My balloon is on its last leg here. However, using the balloon at all of its phases actually is more of a challenge because it drops faster when it's in this phase. So switch feet after 30 seconds. And I'm hitting my fan overhead here too. If you put your foot down, it's okay, just keep working on it. If a single leg stance is just way too much, Baloo, come say hello. Here's Baloo. Baloo, sit. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. here's my balloon and he wants to play. So 30 seconds on one foot, or like I said, if a single leg stance is too hard, do a tandem stance. Okay, good. Now, if you want to turn this into a fuller workout, go ahead and do 5 or 10 minutes of cardio right now. Repeat through these, and then do that one more time. And then follow with all of your stretches at the end. Okay, hey, do you want to say bye-bye? Do you want to say bye-bye? Oh, this is Baloo. He's getting so big. He doesn't want to be held right now. He's ready for another walk. So, all right, thank you, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful week. Hopefully spring has sprung wherever you are, and we can keep moving forward to some nice warm weather. All right, thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon. Uh-oh.